South Park's latest special, The End of Obesity, took on Ozempic and Lizzo, and the artist actually reacted to it blind on TikTok. And I gotta add her reaction to the top 5 celebrity reactions to South Park of all time. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signor. The latest special is very funny. If you haven't yet seen it, it's available on Paramount Plus. Cartman takes Ozempic, guys. What's going to happen? Of course, all the midriff showing housewives get addicted to it. Randy gets in the mix. But the biggest, funniest part was when Lizzo is mentioned. They bring up Lizzo as an alternative to Ozempic. Here it is.
Now there's a whole new obesity drug for those of us who can't afford Ozempic and Mounjaro. I've controlled all my cravings to be thinner with Lizzo.
It's Lizzo.
FDA-approved Lizzo makes you feel good about your weight, and it costs 90% less than Ozempic.
I've lowered my standards and my expectations.
Ouch. Jeez. It's true.
It's Lizzo.
In case studies, 70% of patients on Lizzo no longer cared how much they weighed.
I don't give 2 shits.
It's Lizzo.
Lizzo helps you eat everything you want and keep physical activity to a minimum. Some patients report constipation while listening to Lizzo. Stop listening to Lizzo if you experience suicidal thoughts. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis, hypothermia, and literally shitting out your ears. Are you living with concerns of obesity?
Ask about the power of not giving a fuck with Lizzo.
Oh, it's Lizzo. So how is Lizzo going to react to this? Is she going to laugh? Is she going to like it? Let's go. Here's her reaction on TikTok, watching the whole episode.
Guys, my worst fear has been actualized. I've been referenced in a South Park episode. I'm so scared. I'm gonna blind duet to it right now. Here we go.
I'm telling you, Sheila, these new drugs are pretty amazing. I was feeling so ashamed of myself, watching Randy go out and exercise all the time and not eating as much. But I just don't have the same kind of willpower he has.
Which of the drugs are you on, Sharon? Ozempic, Mounjaro?
Oh no, I talked to my doctor. He said insurance would only pay for those if I had diabetes.
But if you can't afford them, then how are you managing your weight?
Don't you know, Sheila? Now there's a whole new obesity drug for those of us who can't afford Ozempic and Mounjaro. I've controlled all my cravings to be thinner with Lizzo.
It's Lizzo.
FDA-approved Lizzo makes you feel good about your weight, and it costs 90% less than Ozempic.
I've lowered my standards and my expectations.
It's Lizzo.
In case studies, 70% of patients on Lizzo no longer cared how much they weighed.
I don't give 2 shits.
It's Lizzo.
Lizzo helps you eat everything you want and keep physical activity to a minimum. Some patients report constipation while listening to Lizzo. Stop listening to Lizzo if you experience suicidal thoughts. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis, hypothermia,
Cut the
and
fucking
literally
album!
shitting out your ears. Are you living with concerns of obesity?
Ask about the power of not giving a fuck with Lizzo.
Period. That's crazy. I just feel like, damn, I'm really that bitch. I'm really that bitch. I really showed the world how to love yourself and not give a fuck, to the point where these men in Colorado know who the fuck I am and put it on their cartoon that's been around for 25 years. I'm really that bitch, and I'll show y'all how to not give a fuck, and I'm going to keep on showing you how to not give a fuck. Oh, Lizzo, bitch.
I gotta give her props. See, she did it right. That's how you do it, okay? And that makes me want to go back to some of the best celebrity reactions and most wildest celebrity reactions to South Park. All right, coming in next on the list for me, tell me what you thought of Lizzo's, but Kanye West responding to the gay fish episode. He likes fish sticks in his mouth. I don't like fish sticks. He never got the joke, but he did react. As long as people think I act like a bitch, I don't act. As long as people think I act like a bitch, this type of S will happen to me. I got a long road ahead of me to make people believe I'm not actually a huge douche, but I'm up for the challenge, she wrote in this very long thing, responding to South Park, calling it pretty funny, but that it hurt his feelings. What can you expect from South Park? I've actually been working on my ego, though. Have you, Kanye? Have you, yay? As he's changed, when you meet Lil Wayne, I love how he does spell Lil Wayne in person. He's the nicest guy. I just want to be a doper person when it starts. Well, you really didn't end up doing this. You actually did the opposite. You did not want to be dope. You wanted to be, make... God knows what you did. But anyway, there it is. It's pretty, but anyway, pretty funny. Also, I'm sure there's grammatical errors in this, but that's how you know it's me, because he doesn't know how to spell. Well, hey, look, can't blame him there. But Kanye reacted to Fishsticks. That's number 4. Next one up on the list, J-Lo. J-Lo hated her South Park portrayal so much. Matt and Trey of South Park confirmed, or at least alleged, that she actually had people from a movie she was working on fire them because they quoted this episode of Taco Flavored Kisses for My Benny. Taco Flavored Kisses for My Benny! Oh God, I found this episode so funny. And now with everybody hating on J-Lo, Matt and Trey were there first. They were really there first and called out her lack of talent and everything by Cartman literally creating a J-Lo hand puppet. Hey, man! I couldn't believe what this episode got away with Cartman's hand and Ben Affleck. Oh, Jenny. It is a ridiculous episode, but she was that upset. Now, she's never publicly actually responded. Fat Butt and Pancake Head is what this episode is called. I would be shocked if they don't do a sequel to this, given everything that's happening in the press with J-Lo. A Fat Butt and Pancake Head sequel must be in the mix. My God, South Park, what are you waiting for? But when we saw Jennifer Lopez at a party, all she did was walk past me and push me, revealing the aftermath of when they wore that dress, which they wore. They matched her dress. They didn't, anyway, so they never were a fan. But Taco Flavored Kisses was a puppet that stole her record deal and stole Ben Affleck. But in the commentary of that season, they discussed a rumor they had heard of the fallout. I heard from some friends that were on the set of a J-Lo movie that she was doing, and they said when she would walk by, some of the lower people, like PAs, would say, "Ooh, tacos, I love tacos." Unsurprisingly, the star didn't take kindly to the mockery. She got so mad and had to fire people, but she kept hearing it in the distance. So there you go. Taco Flavored Kisses for My Benny. That's easily number 3. Now, there are 2 better ones for me. Number 2, I know some of you, well, come on, how can it not be number 1? Well, stay tuned. Number 2 is Harry and Meghan. This episode was amazing. I wish they had done a whole spare they could have done the whole biopic as an episode. I've always said it. I still think they could as a special. It's probably too late now. But Harry and Meghan were so upset and overwhelmed, they contemplated suing until they realized, well, that would be stupid. But this episode was one of the best mockeries of celebrities that I've seen. So spot on. It turned everybody against them. This was one of the best mockeries of a lot of people who just didn't care, as the episode even nicely showed. I just don't care about them. Why? But their worldwide privacy tour took this to a whole new level of parody. It was such perfect satire of this couple. It was brilliant. So many little in-jokes blocked by the candle, etc. I mean, top-notch, best. Probably I will say this is the best celebrity satire that South Park's ever done, but there is a better and wilder reaction to South Park, and it's without a doubt Tom Cruise's Scientology episode. If you guys haven't seen it, oh my gosh, Tom Cruise has made it difficult for you to see it. He was so angry about this one. This is why it comes in number 1. I've heard so many stories from this episode of what was happening with Scientology spies and everything going on. Tom Cruise held Paramount at ransom. He refused to promote Mission Impossible 3 when this episode came out because he was so upset that they were alluding to him being in the closet while also promoting Scientology, ridiculing Scientology. And South Park was one of the first big things that actually took it down head on. And to their credit, the episode is harsh, man, but they went hard on him. And yeah, Tom Cruise took his anger out on Paramount because he was promoting the movie through Paramount, and that's who owns Viacom and where this came on. And so he would not do any promotion for Mission Impossible 3 because it was through Viacom, which owned Comedy Central, because of the Trapped in the Closet episode. It was so bad that they had to pull the episode from reruns. And Matt and Trey got this in. Scientology, you may have won this battle, but this million-year war of Earth has just begun. Temporarily agonizing our episode will not stop us from keeping Thetans forever trapped in your pitiful man bodies. Curses and drat, you have obstructed us for now, but your feeble bid to save humanity will fail. Hail Xenu, Trey Parker and Matt Stone, servants of the Dark Lord Xenu. So it was, again, case in point, to always have physical media, because I have the episode forever right here in my season 9 DVD, Trapped in the Closet. But if you want to watch it, too bad. Tom Cruise has seemingly pulled it off of Max, HBO Max, which has the streaming rights. They're not available. They're not episode 201. I also highly pulled for streaming platforms. Trapped in a Closet due to its portrayal of Scientology and Tom Cruise. But this one, I think those are different. But 2001. But so Scientology, yeah, it's removed now. It's gone. You can't watch it on Max. You can't watch it. It is a amazing episode. It's an amazing episode. So if you can find the DVD copy or another way to watch it, I'm sure it's online somewhere. This episode is unreal, and Tom Cruise does not want you to see it. He does not want you to. Scientology did not want you to see it. Scientology was so upset by this. This really made headway into a lot of people turning on the religion because it was just exactly like the Meghan and Harry one. It really destroyed the rep. It showed how silly they were. Scientology actually believe this as they go through the history of what Scientologists believe. It is unbelievably brilliant. And so, look, while Harry and Meghan's is funny, tackling Scientology is even way more riskier. That's what puts this one number 1 on the list. But what do you think? What's your favorite? Lizzo, I got to put her on 5. I like that she actually laughed. That's a rarity. Her watching, and it is a pretty spot on thing of what Lizzo is. She gets on the list for now. What is your favorite celebrity moment on South Park? I want to hear your thoughts. What are your thoughts of Lizzo reacting? If you like this kind of stuff, make sure you hit subscribe on the button for the bell for alerts. Smash the thumbs up and leave your comments. What is your favorite celebrity moment that I didn't mention? Tell us down below, or the one I did. Did you think my order was wrong? Tell me down below, and stay tuned for more here on Popcorn Planet.